Hey, sup, this is Brando Figure. What we have on the stand is Mattel's Ruthless Aggression Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar. Reason why I don't have him out of the box yet is because I want to show you what this would look like as a collector item. I mean, this is a very nice box. It shows everything it has inside, and it has a nice design with an actual picture of Brock Lesnar on the back. Like so. See Brock Lesnar at the back. It's an actual picture of him. And there's another one on the side of the box. It shows a little bit of his stat. See that, McFarlane? A stupid card is not needed. You can just add the bio on the back of the box. Anyway, let's get him out of the box real quick, and I want to show you how I do that. Basically, there was tape on this side on the bottom. Let me move this stand real quick. So it had tape here and tape here and tape here. So you use your scissors and cut 3 tapes, and all you have to do with this beautiful thing is open this box. And now that is revealed is accessories and the action figure. I really like this box. It's very convenient and collector friendly. Okay, let's look at the size of this figure. Now we're gonna measure this guy with a ruler. It's about this tall, a little over 7 inches. Comparison time. Now, articulation time. I always start with the head. So he looks up this far, down this far. Yeah, it's butterfly joints. This far and this far. Shoulders go up about this far. Let's see. Yes, bicep swivel and double jointed elbows. Pinless, very nice. And wrist hinges and swivel. Now let's look at the chest. You can do side to side like this. Goes this far and then this far, but there's no swivel. But you can crunch forward a little bit. He crunches forward this far. He arches back a little further, like this far. Now, a swivel will be at the waist, not at the diaphragm, just at the waist. And then he kicks up this far, and he kicks back this far. He does have drop down hips. You can see he has drop down hips. This is helpful when you kick back, because watch how it moves. Move it, now you can kick further back. That's why they added that feature. Same thing with Mayfix and Marvel Legends. Sometimes they had to add that so he can kick back and still have that sculpt, right? Kicking up does nothing though. So you cut up this far and you drop down this far and then try to kick up. He does kick up a little further up, just a little bit, which can be helpful helpful in some poses. And now he does close in, and that's because of those drop down hips. So anyway, he closes in this far. That's very good. And he does have a full split. And 360 thigh swivel. And double jointed knees. It's restrictive because of the knee pad. I don't know if you move it up. Let me see. Let me try to move it up. Okay, I moved it up, and now it's even worse. It's a 90-degree angle. And he does have boot cut swivel, a boot cut swivel. He does have that. And then he has, the feet is a little weird. It's really stiff. Let me try the other side. I don't think you can move it. It is so tight. Trust me, it is really tight. So I'm afraid to break that. This is my only copy, so I'm not going to try to break it. Yeah, I can't do it. They need to be heated just so I can move it. And he does have toe hinges, and he has a little bit of ankle pivot. It's very old-fashioned version. So anyway, so that's articulation for you. Let me fix it. Okay, so that's articulation for you. Pretty good. It's decent. Not bad. He needs to look up a little more. You know, wrestlers, yeah, he needs to look down more too. There's too much sculpt on the bottom. I know they have to add that there just so you can get that accurate likeness. So I get that. At least he can crunch his chest a little forward. He needs to crunch it way more than that. This is like bad. This is McFarlane level bad with the ab crunch. And so, yeah, he can't really look down that much. And it would be good to have that because he is an intimidating character in WWE. Yeah, he does. He has full swivel. I forgot to show you that. But anyway, he wiggles a little bit here and there. Just a little bit. So, there's that. That's articulation.
Okay, let's do some poses.
Okay, I want to talk about Sculpt and Paint. He has good tattoo detail. He has pretty good tattoo detail, but look at that seam across the shoulders. It's pretty weird. The other tattoo, I don't know what the heck that thing is. No idea, but I bet it's pretty accurate. I don't know. And then there's the back. I tried to find a good picture of his back. What I do know is he doesn't have those hands on the top above the head, because this is the first appearance version when he first appeared in WWE somewhere in 2002 or 2003. He did not have the sword tattoo on his chest. So this is Brock Lesnar when he was younger. I prefer this look. And sometimes when it comes to tattoos, less is more. You know, he looked really, really good with that tattoo at the back like that. I really like that. And it's got an accurate deagle design on the tail bone. The tailbone design is pretty cool. The sculpt of I gotta be honest with you, the sculpt of the wristband, like, okay, let's talk about the wristband. The wristband, they're flat, right? It's just flat, it's just painted on. And this one here is not sculpted on, it's just a separate piece. So they're doing this because it's a reuse. So this is the reuse, and this is the reuse for many other wrestling figures. I get what they're going for, just to save on cost and everything. I get that. But still, I prefer the knees to be sculpted. Like this, but sculpted on the knees and the thighs even. And a little bit on top part of the calves. That would have been way nicer. But I hate those things. They're just in the way. I might have to use hot water to move that up because it keeps falling down. And with those things, it just restricts movement. So all you get is about this much of range. This is double jointed. So you shouldn't move all the way here, but because of these stupid things that get in the way. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, in his chest, it's very accurate to how he looked in live. You see the picture of his chest. That's how he looked. So his chest is very peculiar to this actor, this wrestler. It is very accurate. It looks just like him. And I like the fact that they added traps on him. You can see the traps. Yeah, he had huge traps and huge back, huge lats. It is very accurate, so I'm really happy about that. So, and there's a head sculpt, and it looks a lot like him. It's crazy. The likeness is really good. Same thing with the other heads. And it seems like there was a fade. They used airbrush on the hair. So it looks like he had a little bit of a fade on the back. He's got some wrinkles, like folding wrinkles on the back here. It's very realistic. And it's got texture on the top, the hair texture. It's really well done. I like that. The paint is clean on the face. Everything's clean. It's a really great figure. Love this thing. Okay, I would like to go over alternates. So, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different heads. That's pretty amazing. And they all look like him. There's this crazy eyes version. Let me get closer. The crazy eyes. With the mouth, jaw closed. And then there's this one with jaw slightly open. And then this one with the jaw all the way open. You know, the yelling head. So, and they all look like Brock Lesnar. That's pretty amazing if you ask me. He does come with open hands with hinges and fist hands with hinges. And the gripping hands. And when it comes to swapping, the head is easy to swap. It's a little tight, so it's hard to do if you want to animate this character. So yeah, you put it on. It's a little tighter than normal. There, and you got the yelling head. Looks great. And then you have swamp. Ooh, they are tight. So I have to say, it's not easy to swap the hands. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to swap. That's why I'm reviewing it. I think that's what the review is for. Just to show you if it's hard to swap, you know, one of the reasons. You got the open hand. Ooh, really tight. Okay, so I got the fist hand and the open hand. It's very cool. It really elevates the figure, you know what I mean? So when you swap parts, it's really worth it to have all the alternates. And alternates, I usually like those a lot because they help elevate the figure. And it's almost like, it's just like a totally different figure almost. He's got a championship belt. And it's got little holes in there, so you can fit it on a tiny person even. So you wrap this around his belt, like so, and then you just snap it on, like that. He has a belt on. That's very cool. And you can see it's got detailed texture and everything on it. I know this has been done before, but I'm still impressed with this thing. You can see very tiny detail on the belt up close. The sculpt, even the decal are accurate on this thing. I mean, just look how clean the letters are on this belt. Just look at that. World Wrestling Entertainment. And it's got textured, like, this is ridiculous. I just can't emphasize enough just how impressive it is to get all these little details on there. Just look at that, man. It's incredible. It's really well done, this belt. I'm impressed. And now, another accessory it comes with is this t-shirt or tank top. And it says the next best thing, or the big thing, the next big thing. Interesting. I remember his label was the next best thing. So let's put this on and see what it looks like. It's got Velcro on the back. All right, let's put it on. Look at that, it looks very nice. I like that. Let me pop the head off real quick. Give him those crazy eyes. You can hold the belt like this. The next best thing. It's very cool. You have to literally wrap the thing around, or I don't know. I mean, it keeps sticking out, that belt. So you're gonna have to wrap it around his waist. It's really cool. I like that. The cons are that this is Walmart exclusive and it does not have enough range for the head by looking up or down. The wristbands are not either sculpted or separate pieces. Not enough range in the ab crunch. Ankle joints are lacking articulation and the joints are very tight. So you have to warm them up if you want to move them. It has very little ankle rocker or pivot. The tattoo looks kind of weird because it should have not had 4 horns on it. Knee pads are annoying. I wish they were sculpted onto the knees. The pros are that the head sculpts look a lot like Brock Lesnar, and it has lots of facial expression options. It has accurate tattoo detail on the back, except for the horns. And it has accurate torso sculpt, unique only to Brock Lesnar. Probably the most articulated 2002 Brock Lesnar figure so far. It has nice accessories and alternates. The whole figure looks imposing and intimidating, which is exactly what he is supposed to be. Scales nicely with 6-inch and 7-inch figures. The box is collector friendly and it has a nice clean design. Hope you enjoyed this video review. What do you think of this WWE figure? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to upvote or downvote. Take care of your action figures and keep posting them. Hopefully, I'll see you next time.